Welcome, everybody, to All About Articulation, where we do a deeper dive into the articulation of some of your favorite action figures while glossing over things like sculpt, paint apps, character history, accessories, because I suck at that, and there are already so many great reviewers on YouTube who do that already, so I don't want to waste your time. This is the Diamond Select Marvel Select Psylocke figure that just came out a couple weeks ago. I know that there's been a lot of reviews flooding YouTube. I wanted to take a little bit more time with my review, because I kind of like to review figures the way tech reviewers review their tech products. You know, nobody wants to know what an iPhone is like after the first day of getting it, or even the first week. You know, you want to sort of play around with it. You want to get a feel for the day-to-day usage of it, and that's how that's kind of how I review my figures. I kind of like to hold it in my hand, play with it, pose with it. You know, really get to know it a little bit before I slap a review together and put it out there for the rest of the world to see. So I really get to know the figure a little bit better. But of course, I'm not going to go into a lot of the other details that some of you people might be interested in, like paint and sculpt and all that stuff, because I don't really know anything about that. So right off the bat, let's take a look at how tall she is. As you can see, I have her on these foot stands because she has very, very tiny feet, very, very tiny. She's like a baby giraffe. She just can't stand. Long legs, no stability. So you're gonna have a lot of problems, I think, standing her up. Even in a vanilla pose, she has problems standing. So when you articulate her and have her in like these weird poses, it's probably gonna be even worse. So yeah, I'll take it off just to show you guys what I guess it's like. But I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be pretty because she's gonna fall all over the place. Hey, how about I get my arm out of the way so you guys can actually see the figure? All right. So the the height from head to toe in a vanilla pose, she's about 7 1/4 to the top of her hair. Did you say that 7 1/4? 7 1/4, right? 7 1/4. All right. Let's give you a little bit of her wingspan. Her arms do not go out all the way. That's about as far as she goes. So the wingspan. Why? Marvel Select, why? When you just shave off a little bit from the shoulders there, so you could articulate the arms, the deltoids, all the way up in a 90-degree angle. But no. Why would you do that? So her wingspan is a paltry 5 inches across. All right, whatever. So we got that. All right, we just did the shoulders, no butterfly joint. Very restrictive in terms of her hot tub pose. Can't go too far up. Swivel, as you know. Oh, she does have a bicep swivel though. The shoulder is there. The bicep swivel is very hidden, but it's there. She got great double jointed elbows. She can go all the way down. Look at that. She can scratch her own shoulder. That's really cool. And her wrists can hinge up, down, and turn around. Okay. Now for her ab crunch, or lack thereof. Like most Marvel Select, you don't get a lot of good range in the ab crunch. I actually had to go in and I shaved off a little bit just to give her even this much, which is still not a lot. So she would get down that far. Normally it would just be like up to here, but for her, it goes down to here. She does have great leg articulation. That is one of the saving graces of this figure. She can go down that far with these really long giraffe legs. She can go down that far. Let's see. She has good ankle pivots, so we can try to get into the Glen Webb pose. As far down as she can possibly go with both feet flat on the floor. There you go. All right, not bad. You do have to be careful a little bit because of the way they've sculpted this figure. I know we don't go into sculpt, but I just felt that I need to tell you that because when you do put in the split position, the front edge of that crotch is going to scratch up her thigh. I don't know if you can see that right there. Let me get some more light to that. See that right there? Right there. So you see the denting effect in that hip and the denting effect in that hip. So you're gonna get some wear and tear and damage on your figure, but just by posing her. Nothing special, just putting her into simple poses is gonna screw her up. All right, she can kick out really high. Back kick, not so much because the butt is hindered there. Really good double knee joint, and you have an upper thigh swivel. And the good thing about a character like Psylocke having all these straps and bands on her thighs and on her biceps is that you can hide the swivel positions very well. So you have a swivel there, and you can't really see it because it's hidden by the design of the character. You have the great double jointed knee that goes up that high. She can you kick her own butt? Yes, she can. Kick her own butt, and she can kneel, and she's got also a calf swivel right there. And you have, like I said, the ankle pivot. You have the ankles hinge. She's a good figure. She can get into a lot of good positions. The neck is, forget about it. The neck is just like Marvel Select neck and ab joints is just it's awful. And of course, she is a character with long hair, so why would they give her hair a soft plastic? You know, why make it out of this material? Or better yet, you know, I don't know, maybe this material here, like the Marvel Legends Mr. Sinister cape. No, make it hard. Make it as hard as you possibly can, so we can't articulate her. She can't look up, and she can barely look down, and she can barely turn her head because her stupid hair gets in the way. Yeah, that's a good idea. Comes with the sword. The sword's really cool. It detaches. Oh god, I don't want to break this. All right, I'm not breaking this, but it detaches like all the other reviews. They'll show you. Let me see if I can actually get her to stand. See, she can't stand. Oh, there she is. All right, we'll leave her right there. But she is a good-looking figure. Don't get me wrong. She's just not going to scale with a lot of your Marvel Legends and 6-inch scale figures. She's a 7-inch figure, like I said. 7-inch scale, 1/10 scale. Yeah, but she articulates the points of. Is she the best Psylocke figure out there? Probably. Is she good in and of itself? Probably not quite. The points where she can articulate, when she can articulate well, she can articulate really well. When she can't articulate well, it's atrocious. So it's like, it's just extremes for this figure. But for 25, 30 bucks, you know, give or take, MSRP, and you're not gonna really come across, she's not that hard to find, so you're not gonna be forced to pay an arm and a leg on the aftermarket, like on eBay or anything like that. So, if you're a Psylocke fan, you're a Marvel fan, you're a Mutants fan, X-Men fan, I would say pick her up, but you will be limited in the type of articulation that she can pull off. There you go.